It could soon be easier for aging developments to undergo en bloc exercises. There are proposed changes to lower the owner consent threshold, for example, to 65% for older buildings. Now, authorities say this better supports the renewal of such buildings and optimizes land use. At the same time, safeguards will be strengthened for places where there are a larger majority of owners who don't wish to sell. Natalie Ong with more.
If this 50-year establishment were to change hands, at least 80% of Tan Boon Liat buildings owners need to say yes. If new laws are passed, that threshold would fall to 70% for buildings of a similar age range. 70% consent is needed for buildings aged between 40 and 59 years. Even older ones, 60 and above, will require 65% of owners to agree. The existing thresholds for those below 39 years remain unchanged. The sentiment is that many developments have aged since the collective sales regime was introduced in 1999. There are also rising costs which include maintenance, repairs and upgrading works so that these places remain safe. So the proposal aims to give such older developments the chance for a refresh.
More private housing supply will be expected with the change of rule. So with more older development undergoing this redevelopment exercise, I think this in the long term will help to not just urban renewal, you also have to improve or increase the number of new home supply, especially in the city area.
The potential move is welcomed by the Real Estate Developers Association of Singapore. It says the amendments support the rejuvenation of aging commercial and mixed-use developments. The framework can encourage timely renewal in precincts such as the Central Business District and Orchard Road, helping to keep Singapore's key commercial districts competitive and vibrant. What about those places where a large majority don't wish to sell? There are also plans to support them, especially those caught up in an often stressful en bloc exercise. For starters, the proposed threshold to initiate a collective sale attempt is at least 35%, up from 20% or 25%. Collective sale committees will also have their work cut out for them because they have to gather signatures faster, in 6 months, not 12. And if the attempt fails, there will be a longer restriction period of 3 years. This is to reduce repeated attempts when there simply isn't enough support in the first place.
I think this 35% threshold will be important. Of course, I mean the shortening of the time for them to get the signature from 1 year to 6 months also put pressure on this collective sales committee. If they are seriously thinking about this collective sale, they should actually work hard to get owners to agree to participate in this collective sale.
These proposals will be up for debate at the next available Parliament sitting.